On June 18, 1992, Mrs. Mary Navahar and her daughter Frances and sister Nellie Sanchez came to Our Lady of the Roses Shrine to give thanks for Frances's amazing recovery from a serious motorcycle accident.
On July the 17th, 1991, my daughter was in a motorcycle accident. Her and her girlfriend took her for a ride on her motorcycle, and they were both thrown from their motorcycle, and they were both real hurt. They ended up in the hospital. My daughter Frances had her face crushed, all her front face, and her head was crushed. She ended up that they had to take the bone off right here on their side. They took this 3x4 bone out of her head in order for the brain to rest and the swelling go down. On the third day, they told me that she had needed surgery. The doctor had told me it was going to be 4 hours before she would come out of surgery. I put the rose petal on her and Our Lady of Roses medal on her, and my husband and I prayed. And the next day, when she came out of surgery in an hour, and they had told us that she was already healed or healing, and they only did a little scar here on her face. They straightened out her nose. She couldn't move. She was in coma for 3 weeks. She couldn't move. She was with her hands were up to her chest. Her head was touching her chest. She couldn't move her legs for 3 months. And then I kept giving her therapy and keep putting her the rose petal and the Our Lady of Roses medal. And I do believe that she is a great miracle. You can hear it from my daughter's mouth.
My name is Frances Navahar, and I was saved by the Virgin and by Jesus.
And tell them all the sickness you have.
And I have lupus, and I have kidney problems. I only have one kidney.
And you have belly fever.
And I have belly fever.
And they tell them they just put back your bone on.
And in February, they barely put my bone in. Now it's June 18th.
On February the 28th, they put back in her bone on her head. It was right in here. It was about 3x4 inches. They had taken it out, and they put back in her bone. And they said she went through the surgery perfectly. But I never stopped using the Our Lady of Roses medal and the rose petals and the blessed water from it. And I do believe He truly healed her.
I came from Washington State last year in July to see my sister and my niece who had this terrible accident. She is a true miracle. She is a walking testimony to the Lord and our Blessed Mother. Anyone who can say that they don't believe should believe, because through her intercession, our Lord God has healed her, has brought her this far. She is supposed to be dead. The doctor said she's going to die. She is not going to talk. She's not going to walk. She isn't going to do anything. She's going to be a complete vegetable if she survives. And I know that through the intercession of our Blessed Lady, we have to believe God, our Blessed Lady, have brought her this far, and I believe He's going to do more for her yet. She has progressed tremendously. She was a vegetable for a few weeks and months, and now I see her. It just makes me happy to see that, yes, God and our Blessed Lady have helped her. And I know she'll help many, many more.
Please, people, come to these vigils, because we're at the very last. We are at the very last before the end of the world. We have to believe. We have to get together. There's so much things going in this world that it's hurting people. It's killing people. So much hate. It's just terrible. Please come to these vigils and believe. Pray your rosary. Use your rose petals and your medals, because these are the true armors, the weapons that we have. Go to church. Please teach your children what's good and what's right. We should believe in God and Our Lady before it's too late. That's all I have to say to the world. Please believe. Believe in Jesus and our Blessed Mother. Thank you very much.
Heaven has directed that we all wear our sacramentals. Let's listen to the words of Jesus on May 20th, 1978.
You must always wear a medal, your armor about your neck. And the best armor of all is the scapular, the rosary, the St. Benedict medal, and also your newest armor, Our Lady of the Roses, Mary, Help of Mothers. My child and my children, I tell you this because you cannot do without any of them. At this time, all armor is needed for the fight ahead.